you know, when you flip a light switch, the room just lights up, power on, power off. And I think we tend to assume the digital world works the exact same way.
Right, yeah, we completely take it for granted.
Exactly. But if the internet goes down entirely, that simple swish analogy just dies. So to figure out how we actually survive a total digital blackout, we're doing a deep dive customized just for you today.
And we've got a really interesting stack of sources for this one. We're looking at RAND war games, Department of Homeland Security incident response plans, and some New York Fed premortems.
Yeah, and our mission here is to pull out the ultimate physical safety nets, like the practical, actionable strategies that policymakers absolutely need to build real resilience against system-wide digital dependency. So, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
Think of modern, just-in-time supply chains operating without the internet as, well, like a massive orchestra that suddenly loses its sheet music.
Oh, that's a great way to put it. The physical instruments still work, but the coordination instantly dies.
Instantly. And physical assets mean nothing without the data telling them what to do. Like, a hospital might have backup generators.
Right, the power is on.
Yeah, but the sources show almost none of them have offline protocols for a total internet failure. You can't verify prescriptions or access patient records.
And the economic hit cascades in the exact same way. The analyses actually show that for every dollar of revenue lost in a shutdown sector, 66 cents are lost in interconnected supply chains.
Wow, 66 cents. That is massive.
It is. What's fascinating here is how the New York Fed report breaks down the vulnerability of the networks. They warn that financial and supply chain networks have a core periphery structure.
Like a hub-and-spoke airport system.
Exactly. If a small regional airport in the periphery closes, one town suffers. But if a major core hub like Atlanta or O'Hare goes dark...
Oh, planes all over the world are suddenly circling with nowhere to go.
Right. The contagion spreads rapidly because redundancies fail. Nobody knows who is actually connected to what anymore.
So the immediate policy priority is to fundamentally harden the physical and digital architecture to stop that instant contagion.
Yeah, you have to build fire breaks.
Right. The DHS playbooks really stress network segmentation, so strictly separating operational technology like power grids from standard IT networks.
And pairing that with zero-trust architecture, meaning you verify absolutely every access request.
So an attacker can't just, breach some random email server and move laterally into the local water supply.
Exactly.
But wait, I'm stuck on something here. Zero trust and strict segmentation sound great, but if the main network goes down, how do IT teams even log in to fix it?
That is the big paradox.
Right. I mean, they can't send a repair command through a dead network. How do you reboot a router if you can't reach it?
Well, that is exactly why the supply chain data tells policymakers they must mandate out-of-band or OOB management.
Out-of-band management. Okay, what is that?
It's basically a separate backdoor infrastructure. Think of it like as a secret manual service elevator in a skyscraper. If the main computerized elevators freeze, maintenance can still get into the shafts.
Using a completely separate physical grid?
Right. OB uses distinct physical hardlines or separate cellular frequencies that operate entirely independently of the main network. That way, administrators aren't locked out of the very system they are trying to save.
Oh, wow. Okay, but even with those service elevators, technical defenses can still fail, which brings us to the human and analog safety nets.
Right. True resilience requires that.
Yeah, and here's where it gets really interesting. The RAND wargame exercises and the Fed reports recommend some extreme physical fallbacks for policymakers.
Yeah, they emphasize maintaining literal manual analog backups for critical systems like water and food, and enacting bank holidays.
The bank holidays, like temporarily suspending reserve requirements.
Yeah, to pause financial panic while systems recover. In a total blackout, banks literally cannot communicate with the central bank to verify reserves or process transfers.
Because the network is down.
Right. So by enforcing a systemic pause, policymakers freeze the panic in place so technical teams can use those out-of-band networks to restore everything.
Right.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture...
Policy has to include educating the public.
Exactly. Keep physical cash on hand. Because if a digital blackout hits, the electronic digits in your bank account are totally meaningless.
Completely. I mean, in that moment, a person with cash in their pocket is functionally wealthier than a billionaire whose assets are purely digital.
Yep.
So what does this all mean? For you as the listener, it means realizing that the ultimate safeguard for our digital world is actually preserving the analog one.
But this raises an important question, actually.
Oh, you're talking about the intentional shutdowns mentioned in the sources.
Yeah. We see some governments intentionally using internet shutdowns as a conflict management tool.
But by doing that, treating national connectivity like a switch they can just flip off, are they inadvertently causing the exact catastrophic, cascading economic collapse that these resilience playbooks are desperately trying to prevent?